RFK is repeating some bizarre QAnon conspiracy theories at Trump's most recent cabinet meeting, and we just got to talk about it. Here goes.
We have ended HHS as the role as the vector, the principal vector in this country for child trafficking. And during the Biden administration, HHS became a collaborator.
He is saying that HHS, the administration that he currently is in charge of, trafficked, for sex trafficking, 300,000 children, which is the QAnon conspiracy, which is like dead center QAnon conspiracy. Talking about a cabal of political leaders who are like transfusing blood and to get adrenochrome to make them immortal. And he's just repeating this and saying he's fixed the problem. Meanwhile, Republicans all over the place are accused and even convicted of various sex trafficking charges. Yeah. Okay. Wait. Let's just go on.
And child trafficking, and for sex, and for slavery. And we have ended that, and we're very aggressively going out and trying.
Okay, so that number, 300,000 under the Biden administration, that is roughly the number of children who were separated at the border, who were not able to be tracked after they were separated at the border. Most of that is administrative problems because people were separated and then they came back later. They just didn't have the documents. And this was bad. This was super bad. Like it happened under Biden, but it also happened under Trump. And right now, Trump is doing basically the same thing, deporting migrants without any due process whatsoever. These people are like lost completely, and the only way we're finding out about them is because photos are being released occasionally from CDOT, the prison in El Salvador. And sometimes you see their photographs on the news, and their family members, hey, that's my family member. That's what's going on now. And yet Kennedy is accusing this QAnon conspiracy of happening under Biden, and that he's now working on it. I mean, this is...
To find these children, 300,000 children that were lost by the Biden administration. And we have ended funding for gender mutilation.
Ended funding for gender mutilation surgery? Like... Okay, let's just look up the policy for gender mutilation surgery. Yeah, it's not there. There was no policy for gender mutilation surgery. Sometimes transgender people had sex change and hormonal treatments that was funded by the government. That is not gender mutilation surgery.
Surgeries and other kind of gender dysphoria practices, and
we've ended gender dysphoria practices. I mean, gender dysphoria is a condition that people are confused by their gender. He didn't end anything. Like the conditions are still out there, just like measles still exists. Like he didn't do anything about that. There's no way to do anything about that.
Thanks to Elon, we have saved $67 billion at our agency without compromising any of our critical programs.
And then he repeats Elon Musk, $67 billion saved through Doge, which is obviously most journalists have just simply shown that those figures are horribly inaccurate. All Elon has done is gotten rid of government services without actually saving us any money. So it's a really bad deal.
Mr. President, I want to thank you for your vision, for your leadership, for giving me the 100 busiest days of my life.
Okay, so then he just, tells Trump how great he is, which is how you have to end every board meeting. Okay, so this is a real problem. And, and actually this one discussion has changed my opinion about RFK. And I already had a pretty low opinion, but my feeling was he was just an idiot. Like, he has these anti-vaccine programs. He spews health misinformation left and right. And I just thought that he believed it. Like, he believed his misinformation and that he was just pursuing his beliefs. But when we talk about these QAnon conspiracy theories, this is Pizzagate level grift. And if he's saying that is what's really going on, he knows These are lies. He is aware that this is just like straight up lies, and why he's doing it, just to appease his Trumpian master. It shows that he's lying in order to make some calculated advantage. And when we have a government that lies, we have a government that deports people to foreign concentration camps without any due process and defies the Supreme Court, this is an extremely dangerous situation for every single American, right? When they spout lies, when they knowingly spout lies, and when they use government power, ruin your life, then what recourse does any American have against something like that? Let me know what you're thinking about this insanity down in the comments. Thanks for tuning into my back channel.